Arms can come out in front, forehead gently drops to the mat. And just begin breathing right here where you are. Feeling into your body, into your space. Whether you're new to classes with me or haven't practiced in a while, you know, your mat is your sacred space, space for you to discover where you're at right now. I love moving from the philosophy of there really is no right pose, there's only your pose, being where you are. From your child's pose, walk your hands over to the left side of the room a little bit, or left side of your mat, and feel that bigger stretch along the right side of the body, underneath the right arm. And then gently walk it back through center to the other side. And often the sides are just slightly different, just tuning into this left side. And gently walk it back to center and come up into tabletop and move through a few rounds of cow and cat, just moving the spine in those different directions. You can even be a little bit side to side. Getting grounded through the hands, pressing into the length of the fingers and the knuckles. I often will rock a little bit front to back. Sometimes I even tuck my toes, stretching into the feet. Take a few moments here so we got plenty of time. Or just let your body wake up. Nice, and then coming to neutral, so tabletop, you'll take your right arm forward, walk it out, and lower the chest down. And then come on up and switch hands. So slide the left arm forward, just getting a little bigger stretch into the shoulders. And come on up. And then back to tabletop, you'll take the right arm under the left. So thread the needle to the side. And then come on up and switch to the other side. Left arm goes under, just sliding it out. And then gently come on up. Now right here, tuck your toes under, but walk your hands backwards and press up to your feet. So you're gonna ragdoll forward hold at the back of your space. You can keep the hands at the floor, you can hold on to elbow points, or maybe even interlace your hands at your back. Bring your hands to the mat if they aren't already. You're just going to bend and straighten your knees a couple times. So bend down towards like 90 degrees and then straighten the legs, pressing the hips to the sky. Do that 3 or 4 times. Bend and straighten. I sometimes get little cracks in my knees. Just pressing down evenly into the soles of the feet. Then to drop the hips down and lift them back up. One more time. So you're stretching into the hamstrings. Strengthening into the quads. Good, and then from here, you'll start to walk forward. Walk your hands forward on the mat, coming into downward facing dog. And you can pedal it out, or you can be still. You can move your hips or bend one knee at a time, or just find that still place to settle. And from your down dog, you're going to bend your knees and press forward, press your body out forward into a plank pose. Like that. And then you bend the knees and press back up into downward facing dog. You bend the knees so the shins are like parallel to the floor, press forward into high plank. Bend the knees, you go back And then lift the hips up, straightening the legs. Again, bend the knees, press forward, high plank. Nice, and then go back to downward dog. Okay, one more time, bend the knees, press forward, high plank, and then lower your body down onto the mat. Good, and then from here, we'll come up into cobra. Put the palms where they are, or they can go wider, and just come on up. Exploring this movement, yeah, good, and then you can come back down. We'll do that a couple times, starting kind of slowly today. If you grounded through the feet, you can press down deeper into the tops of the feet. One more time, come on up. Whatever degree feels good in your body, and then lower down, bring the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes, press back to downward facing dog. And then move forward, and you'll start to walk your feet to your hands. Just halfway inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, put the head drop. Inhale to the top, extended mountain. Reach up. Bring your hands to heart center. Arms come down by your side, mountain pose. Some sun salutations with breath. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back, high plank to low plank. You're welcome to use your knees. You can lower all the way to the ground or halfway. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Good, breathe there. Breathing in and breathing out through the nose, keeping the lips and mouth closed. Take one more breath. Exhale, look forward. You'll bring your feet to your hands. You can hop or walk to the front. Halfway lift. And forward bow. Inhale to the top, extended mountain. Maybe even a hip back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high plank to low plank. Lowering. Control. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Up out of the shoulders. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Find to use your knees. Breathe here. Take one more breath. Empty it out. To your hands and step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Full body reach. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back or hop back, high plank to low plank. Use your knees or not. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Away from the ears. Exhale, downward dog. Press a little firmer into the hands, tilt the tailbone up. Empty out, exhale completely. Look forward and step up or walk to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend both knees, inhale to chair. Good, so want your weight in your heels, maybe lift and spread the toes. You can have the knees pressed together or it can be slightly apart. The length of the sides of the body, spread the fingers, breathing. You can challenge yourself, dropping a little deeper. Take one more breath in. Your exhale, bow forward, emptying out the lungs. Halfway lift. Step back or hop back, high plank, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward to your right hand. Spin the left foot flat. Come up to warrior one. Good. Find warrior one at an awkward pose. There's a lot going on here. You're working with different planes. So I'm going to press down into the outside edge of the back foot. Kind of pull the right hip back. So you get that big stretch to the left hip. And then lift the spine up. Takes my body a little bit to get familiar here. Under your toes, under your jaw. Take one more breath. Set your hands down to the mat. You flow through that vinyasa, high plank, low plank, cobra or upward dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot to your left hand. Warrior one, right foot spins flat. Be intentional in how you create the foundation of your pose. Everything starts in the feet. The bones, the toes, rooting down, reaching a little higher. Just what's blocking or stopping you from going a little bit, lifting a little more, or dropping a little deeper. To adjust. Take another breath here. Set your hands down. Flow, high plank, low plank. Be mindful of moving your knees. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Downward dog could be child's pose anytime. Take one more breath here. Exhale completely. Look forward and step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Lengthen from tail to crown. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, chair pose. We'll flow through that with breath one time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low push-up. And step or hop back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot forward. Then inhale to warrior one. One breath, reach up. Hands to the mat. Exhale, low push-up. Being intentional, simplifying. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot steps to left hand. Come on up, warrior one. Reach down, reach up. Hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Breathing. Bring your feet closer together. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the upper knee. Roll it open a little bit. Good, and then step the right foot forward to the right hand. Good, walk it around to the left. Turn your feet to parallel. And then turn your left toes diagonally to the left and bend the left knee. Stay there, and if you can, open the arms up. So lifting the chest parallel, good, breathe. Feeling into the inner thigh. And bring the hands down, and you'll walk it back around to the right for crescent lunge. Turn the right toes forward, left heel lifts, and reach up. Up to that. Music? Okay. Good. From here, you'll bring your hands together and you'll twist to the right. So hook your left elbow to the right thigh. Squeeze the inner thighs towards center. Press the palms together to twist. If you'd like, you can even open the arms right here. Left hand can reach inside or outside the right foot. You can decide if that's too much on the shoulders
Sometimes less is more. You can get more out of the pose doing less often. Good, and then make your way to warrior two. You'll come up and around. Left foot spins flat. Open it up. It's okay to adjust feet. Take a nice big breath here. As you exhale, you'll tip to the right and set the forearm to thigh or hand to the floor. Left arm can be straight up, that's one variation, or you can extend it overhead, palm to the earth to get a little bit more side angle. You can spin the pinky finger side of the hand towards the floor so that the arms externally rotated. Good. Nice job. And look down, bring your hands to the inside of the right foot. And work the hips a little bit here. Lift the left heel and toe heel the right foot to the right. And then drop the left knee to the ground. And then you can stay there like that. Or you can turn the toes of the right foot out that way and roll to the pinky toe into the foot. And maybe drop down onto your forearm. Wizard. Just let it go. Just let it go. You said yourself. Just let it go. You said yourself. Just let it go. You said yourself. Just let it go. And you'll come back up. Not gonna hold it too long just yet. Don't heel it in. You'll tuck the back toes, lift to a lunge, and then a high plank. And low plank, upward dog or cobra, shoulders back from the chest, downward facing dog. Good. Bring the feet a little closer together. Lift the left leg up. Then the left knee will open through the hip. Get stronger with both arms. And straighten the left leg and then big step forward, left foot to left hand. And you'll walk it around to the right, feet to parallel, and then turn the right toes to the right, bend the right knee, pause. And then that go the opposite way. Oh, perfect. And then you can open the arms if you like. And if that's too much, like the legs aren't ready for that, or don't want that today, hands can stay on the ground. Breathe right here. Hands come down, walk it back around to the left. Lift the right heel, you come up to crescent lunge. Arms up. Nice. Make sure that left knee is stacked right over the ankle, and then bring the hands to the heart and you revolve left. With the right elbow. Press the palms together, firm through the back leg. Notice if the shoulders have crept up to the ears, try to soften them a little bit. You can open the arms here. Right hand goes inside or outside the left foot. Remember that theory, less is more. Less and expand and feel more. Good, warrior two. We'll make your way up and around, right foot spins flat. All the warrior poses have an awkwardness to them. All the yoga poses do, really. And it's I think it's a theory. My theory is the more awkward you are and get comfortable with it here, the easier it is out there. And different situations. Tip to the left. Right arm can go overhead. Left hand can reach down to the ground if you like. Staying present, breathing. Noticing your feet. No matter what's going on, get your feet. Find your breath. Good lizard. Bring your hands to the floor inside your left foot. And then drop the right knee. You can toe heel the left foot left, maybe turn it out. Maybe roll to the ninth edge. So first you turn the toes out. So keep the toes in line with the knee, then open through the hip. And maybe drop down to your forearms. If that doesn't work, keep the foot flat. It's fine to stay more internally rotated too. Good job. And then come back up to your hands. Walk the left foot back in a little. Tuck the right toes under. Step back. High plank. Low plank. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. Exhale, look forward and step or hop your feet to move your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. You'll take a twist to the right. So you can hook the left elbow either outside the right knee or inside the left is fine too. Hands can stay together, or you can straighten the arms, reaching the left arm down and the right arm up. Stop. Good, and then look down and release to forward fold. You toe heel the feet to hip width distance apart, looking a little wider than they were. Catch your big toes with your peace fingers, halfway lift, palms face each other. Bend the elbows, bow, your head draw, your eyes open. Release your toes, toe heel the feet back together, or hip width, bend the knees, chair pose. Hands to heart center, twist to the left. It's fine to have your elbow inside the left knee or outside the right. Keep the knees on one plane. Nice job. You can open the arms here if that feels good in your body or not. Lengthen through the spine. Okay. Forward fold. Feet to hip width. And then this time slide the palms under the soles of the feet. Halfway lift. And forward fold. I love that. You can just come to child's pose anytime. Find your breath. Release the hands. Bring the feet back together. Bring your hands to your hips. Look forward. Rise up to stand. Extended mountain. Bring your hands to heart. And arms down by your sides. Move into a little bit of balance. So come up towards the front of your mat. You guys are perfect. Put your arms up. And you'll take the right arm and wrap it under the left for eagle. And then bend your knees. And the right leg goes over the left. Fine to have your big toe on the floor. Keep the shape of the arms. Step the right leg back to warrior one. So foot flat. Lengthen the tailbone down. Lift the elbows. Shift your weight back forward into the front foot and step back to mountain pose. Release the arms. And extended mountain. Reach up. The left arm goes under the right. These binds are so interesting. We'll bend the knees and the left leg goes over. And finding that center line space in. The arms and step the left leg back. Balance, intention, press down, lengthen the tailbone down, lift the chest, elbows up. Step back forward, coming into down, those arms down. Noted. Bring your left hand to your left hip here. Go ahead and lift the right knee, catch it in your right hand. Send the shoulders back. Open it to the right. You can reach left if you like, or down to stay your head. And a little bonus if you can look left. And then bring it back to center. You're going to keep the knee where it is, bring your hands to your head. And then straighten the right leg, and then bend the right knee. So 3 times, stand up tall, straighten, press out the foot, bend the knee. 1 more time, straighten the leg. Bend the knee, now listen carefully, step it behind you. Stand the ball of the foot, drop the knee towards the floor. So bend the knee, lengthen the tailbone. Take your right arm up, keep the right arm, lean to the left. So bend that knee towards the ground, so yes, tail down, chest flexor. Back to center, hands to hips, step forward. Good, move to the right foot, lift the left, catch the knee. Stand nice and tall. Good job, open it to the left, right. That bonus, yeah, that's right. And let's bring it back to center. Hands to hips, keep the leg up, and then straighten it, squeezing quadricep, and bend, and straighten out. Nice, bend. 1 more time, and put your right toes at the floor. Bend, take a small step back, it's not huge. Stand the ball of the foot, lengthen the tail, bend the knee towards the floor. Keep the left arm up and lean to the right, slightly. Is that okay? Actually, what's going on? I was just in a week that I've been out of it. Get something to the ground. Come back into center, hands to hips, step forward. Take a breath in, just reach all the way up. Bring your hands down to your heart. We'll take tree to our final balance here. So right foot to left leg. Keep the hands at the heart and you can reach up. Stop. Take your eyes up towards the ceiling. This is final lift. And then bring your hands back down. Right foot next to your left. Go ahead and switch sides. Spread the toes. Bring the left foot to the right leg. Find that center line. Reach up if you like. You can even practice the arms. There's lots of possibility. You can take the eyes up towards the ceiling. And then let your energy follow, like lift up. Bring the hands apart. Set the left foot down next to the right. Take a huge breath in, reach high. Exhale, bow forward. Then inhale, lift halfway. And your exhale, step it back to a high plank. Good. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Come down to one arm and then the other. You can even interlace your hands. Pause. Hold and lengthen the tailbone. Pull into the center of your body. Good. Lower the pelvis to the mat. And bring your forearms to the mat. Sphinx pose. And lengthen through sides of the body. And then lower down, slide the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes or stay on the knees, press up to plank or tabletop, and then downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up and back. Step your right foot forward. Spin the left foot flat, come up to warrior two. Around. And then triangle, you'll straighten the right leg. And shift your hips back as you slide forward. Let the right hand drop down, left arm go up. Yeah, blocks are doing. And let the left arm pull you to stand. Bring your feet to parallel. And then turn the heels in, toes out. You're gonna bend the knees coming into that goddess squat or horse stance. You can have the hands on the thighs or arms up into cactus. You choose what feels best right here. And let's do some small pulses. You'll go down and up, like 10, 15. Really squeezing the muscles in the legs. At that bottom end. The movement. Okay, come to the bottom of it. Stay there, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs. Good job. Turn your feet to parallel. Hands on your hips. Lengthen the spine and then hinge forward. Bow forward. Bring your hands to the floor anywhere. They can be in front of you like a down dog. They can be behind you, pulling the floor towards you. They can be right underneath you. From here, lift to a flat back. Bring your hands to your hips. Come up to stand. Turn the right toes to face forward. Step the left foot up and in slightly. Bring your hands behind your back. Make fists and press the knuckles together. And then you'll fold forward over the right leg. Keep pressing the knuckles of the hands together. It's okay to bend the knee slightly. Sometimes I like to look down at my big toe. Sometimes I like to drop my head, look back. Good. Release the hands to the ground. You can fold a little bit more over that right leg. And drop your head here. That feels safe on the neck. If not, looking down is fine too. Good. Bend the knee, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Come down onto your forearms, forearm plank. Interlace the hands, you can be on the knees. Firm the thighs, lengthen the tailbone. Pull into the center of your body.
strong, powerful, connected place. And lower the pelvis to the mat, point the toes, separate the arms, and stay close, drag the rib cage forward. Draw the jawbone back, the neck is nice and long. And then lower it down, slide the hands under the shoulders, press up to plank or to the knees first, downward facing dog. Stretch the left leg up and back. Big breath in. Step it forward, coming up to warrior two. And then triangle, straighten that left leg and hinge your way in. Hand can be on the block, or your shin, or foot, or floor, or in space. Nice job. Let the right arm just pull you up to stand. Feet to parallel, and let's do that goddess squat one more time. Heels in, toes out. Down into your horse stand, goddess squat. Arms can be up or down. And then find those little pulses. However you want to do this. Knees are pressing out, squeezing glutes and thighs. And hold it at the bottom for 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't forget to breathe. Straighten the legs, turn the feet to parallel, hands on the hips or interlace at your back. Go ahead and fold forward. Your hands are interlaced, release them to the ground. Just pause for a moment, shake your head yes and no a couple times. Lift to a flat back, bring your hands to your hips, come on up to stand. Turn the left toes forward for pyramid, right foot steps up, hands behind you, fists, or it can be reverse namaste, palms can press, and then fold forward over the left leg. Pulling the left hip back in space, moving that left big toe, knuckle down. Really, you can lengthen the spine more. Pull the shoulders to the back. Yes, and like that. And then release the hands softly to the ground. Lengthen even more out first, then fold downward. The head drop if you can. Always just listening to your body. Tuning in instead of tuning out. Good. Bend the knee, plant the palms, step back, high plank. The final forearm plank, come down to your forearms. You can interlace the hands, you can drop the knees, whatever feels right to you. Keep the head in line with the spine. Nice job. Firm from the knees to the shoulders. So firm the thighs. Maybe squeeze the glutes. Extension through the waist. Last 5 seconds. Really breathing right here. Good. Lower the pelvis. Point the toes. Back up into Sphinx. Separate the palms. Forearms to the mat. Pull with your forearms. Pull the mat back to drag the ribs forward. Good job. Chin back. Maybe you look up, maybe not. Maybe eyes are closed. Good. And then just lower down here. Make a pillow out of your hands. So rest the forehead straight down. Bend the knees and just windshield wipe the lower leg side to side.
release your feet to the floor. And then you're gonna come back up into Sphinx and keep the left forearm on the mat. It can be this direction or across the mat. You'll bend the right knee, catch the right foot. So it can go this way or across. And then you wanna try to lift up out of that form, good. And then if you can, you'll start to squeeze the heel towards the glute and you press the pubic bone down. So the tailbone's gonna wanna lift up and I want you to press it down. So you really anchor it. You feel a stretch in the quad there. Yeah. I taught this to a cross-country team, a bunch of young, somewhat bendy kids, and they're like, what am I supposed to feel? I don't feel anything. I'm like, are you kidding? You guys run like 9 miles a day. But their hamstrings, different story. Okay, let that go. And then just come down and rest. Just pause. If you want to windshield wipe your legs, you can. If you want to just stay still, do that. All right, we'll come up to the other side. So right forearm on the mat, then the left knee. So the little escape tendencies are the tailbone goes up. So you want to really press the tail down. The knee likes to go out, keep it in line. Squeeze the heel towards the glute, puff up the chest, pull the shoulders back. And if you don't feel anything, the left hand can pivot clockwise. Fingers go the same direction as the toes. Sometimes you get a little more. Let that go, come down and just rest. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and you'll press back to child's pose. If you'd like a few rounds of cat-cow on the way, you can do that first, or just straight back into that child's pose. And then come back up to hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift just momentarily into down dog. And then you'll bring your right knee forward towards your right wrist for half pigeon. And if you need to take this on your back instead, you can lay on your back. And then your back toes can be tucked or pointed. And you can pull that right hip back and then ease your way onto the forearms or all the way down, forehead to the mat. I don't know, lately my hips have been so tight that I land here and I just want to pop up out of it. Look for a distraction. I don't know if it's related to the state of our world at the moment. I know our hips are where we can hold a lot of fear. That feeling of being coiled and ready to run or flee, or that fight or flight feeling. Nervous system's really taxed. Lives in the hips. So the mantra you can say while you're here is just all is well. I am safe. I have all I need. We'll come up slowly and just stay on this right side. So sit over onto the hip if it's off the ground. Bring the left leg around and you just stack it on top of the right. Called double pigeon. And this bottom foot can come forward so the shin's more parallel. It might be a bigger stretch, or it can go tuck under, maybe a little less. And then I like the feet slightly flexed and supports the knees. Try and get both sitting bones down. And then you can stay upright, or you can just start to lean forward. It might be micro movement. Slowly come up out of this, and then uncross your legs, and you can go back to down dog, or left leg forward, right leg back, half pigeon, or you can go through vinyasa, downward dog. I usually by here like to skip it. Come on down. And if your mind is racing or running away down some rabbit hole, a mantra is a great tool. So mantra just means a repetition of words, which can give your mind something to focus on. So like, I like that all is well, or I am safe, or I have all I need. Maybe there's another statement that resonates with you. I had a teacher that said once, when the mind starts to do all the things the minds do, she would say, so what? So what? And let it go. Up for double pigeon. So you'll come up and sit under the left hip. Right leg goes around, stacks on top. Bottom leg can move forward or backwards, depending on how the hips are today. Try to get both sitting bones down. This is this external rotation, so thighs are trying to roll open here. So you might feel it in the front, you might feel it in the back. And then lean a little bit if you can. Today I feel it right in the center of my left hip, straight through. There's no right or wrong, right? There's just your pose right here. Notice if you're putting tension into your jaw, neck, shoulders, where can you soften? What doesn't need to be working right there. Slowly come up, just uncross your legs, take them out in front, you can slide your sit muscles back, maybe reach up and hinge forward. Can't quite reach the feet, it's okay to hold on or give yourself a hug somewhere else. Release that, come on up, take fish as a final pose here. So come down onto your forearms. Forearms go underneath you, and then you start to lift the chest up. So you peel the chest up, pull the sit bones back, allow the head to go back. And once it goes back, leave it there. It's a little bit of trust. Lift the heart higher, pull the sitting bones back, open the throat, the neck, the collarbones. And don't lift the head, just ease down flat onto the mat. Pause. That's it. And then here, draw the right knee up into your chest, and we'll take a twist. You'll hold the right knee in your left hand, cross it over the body. You might even scoop the hips to the right an inch or two. Right arm can reach out to the right, or cactus, or go overhead. That's better on your shoulders. You allow your eyes to start to close right here, so your attention goes more inward. Back onto your back. Carefully make your way to the other side. Move your hips to center, straighten the right leg, draw the left knee in, hold it in your right hand and cross it over the body. It's fine to scoot the hips to the left a little bit, left arm of your choice. Slowly and gently come back onto your back, scoot your hips to center, bring your feet together, knees apart. And place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Really feel your breath underneath your hands. Stretch your body out into Shavasana, stretch your legs out, arms out. Wiggle around a little bit or just be still.
Gently begin to move your fingers and your toes, feeling back into your body. And bend your knees. As you're ready, you'll roll to a comfortable side. With your eyes closed, press yourself up to a seated posture. The palms of your hands together and bring your thumbs to your heart center. Maybe you remind yourself of that mantra, if there was one that worked for you today. I am safe, all is well. I have all I need. Perhaps there's another one that's more meaningful right now, and just hold on to that. Bring it up into your space. The thumbs to the forehead center. And have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Happy Veterans Day. Enjoy the day off if you have it. You won't feel right now. Yeah, welcome back to your mat. I remember when I came back, I had shoulder surgery last year. I was out for a while and I came back to yoga. I was like, this is hard. I was like, hard to be out of it and get back. It takes a while. This whole body. So be gentle and kind. How's your flight?
Oh, it's, yeah, I mean.
What did you do to your? I fractured my first metatarsal.
Oh
my God. Resident practice for a month in the boot